like to ask a question, you may do so by pressing star and then 1 on your telephone keypad. That's star and then number 1. Our first question comes from the line of Dan Raphael with ESPN. Your line is live.
Thank you very. Hello?
Yeah, Dan, we can hear you.
Hey, thank you. Hey, Artie. Thank you, guys. My first question, Vadim, could you ask Ruslan, what does he believe the impact will be, if any, in the fact that Freddie, because of the Pacquiao training camp, is not going to actually be in the corner, even though he's training him in the gym?
Будет ли какой-то минус от того, что Фредди не будет в углу, и он тренирует Пакьяо в зале сейчас? Нет, понятно, что мы уже с такими проблемами сталкивались. Самое главное, что он мне весь тренировочный лагерь был со мной, и он мне дает и даст все, что мне нужно будет. Так что и рядом со мной будет Марвин, который знает все, что мне нужно было делать в ринге. Это проблема, которая раз так складывается ситуация, мы к этому просто быть к этому готовы. Мы готовы к этому, все в порядке, потому что не будет проблем.
Everything is all right. This is not the first time that Freddie was not in the corner. For me, what's important is that Freddie's with me throughout the camp, and we're working together as a team to come up with the right strategy and get ready for this fight. It's not a big deal, Marvin Somodio, who's Freddie's right-hand guy, is going to be there for me, and I know that Marvin knows what I need to do in the ring, and that's all that's important. So for me, this is not a problem.
Okay, Freddie, are you there?
Yes.
Freddie, I know you always like to be with your fighters on fight night. Obviously, that's a big part of training a guy. Can you speak to the reasons why you won't be there? Is it a matter of just because of the serious nature of the Pacquiao training camp? I understand you've also had some problems with your back. What's your take on the reasons that you can't make it to Turning Stone for the fight?
Yeah, because the Pacquiao fight, just getting ready for this fight is really important right now. And, Ruslan's very important also. I work with him every day in the gym. Me and Marvin have a good rapport together. Marvin knows what to do. He's a very professional corner. He went up to the fight one night. We went to Denver by himself without me, and they came through. They understand what I want, and just because I'm not there, Ruslan will still fight his fight, and Marvin will make the adjustments along the way. There'll be no problem whatsoever. It's not the first or last time this has happened in my life.
Freddie, when you think about the fight on paper between these guys, I think pretty much every boxing fan looks at this and just says, wow, there's no chance this can't be potentially, the fight of the year or just a very memorable action-packed fight. Can you just give me your take on the matchup?
It's the greatest matchup in the world. It's two guys that love to fight, two guys that are great punchers. It's going to be a very exciting fight, that's for sure. And it's the best fighting the best, and that's what we need. That's what's going on in boxing right now, and that's why everything's really happening. Boxing is bigger than ever at this point because of the fights like this.
Vadim, could you ask Ruslan to also give his take on the matchup? There are so many boxing fans who are super excited about this just because of the action style that Ruslan as well as Lucas bring to the ring.
Многие болельщики очень ждут этого боя, почти все его ждут из-за того, что тот стиль, который вы принесете в ринг в этот вечер. Что ты можешь сказать об этом бое? Чего ты? Я ожидаю того же самого, что ожидают все болельщики. Хорошего, яркого боя. Хочется посмотреть такой же яркий бой. Хочется сделать еще один бой, который войдет в историю. Для меня это самое главное. Я уже говорил, что деньги и пояса это не так важно. Люди любят такие бои, люди запоминают именно это, какое у тебя сердце. Я не хочу, чтобы меня знали как чемпиона, хочу, чтобы меня знали как личность, как человека. Это самое главное. Поэтому для меня, сказать, свобода это именно то, благодаря чему я могу сделать себе историю и сделать возможность своему народу, подарить еще больше возможностей, что сделать для своего народа еще больше. Вот для меня что главное.
I expect the same as all the fans. This is a very exciting matchup. This is going to be a great fight, and I think that for me, it's no less than to all the people watching. For me, it's exciting as well. And these types of fights are what's important because for me, the title and the money, as I've said many times, they're not number one. Number one is my fights to be part of history, and I think this is one of those fights that is destined to be part of history, and that's what I want to give my fans. That's what I want to give my people back home, is these fights that people will remember, because not all the fights that are world title fights are remembered, but the fights that can, the type of fight that can happen between Matthysse and I is a fight that's definitely going to be remembered forever.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from the line of Michael Woods with The Sweet Science. Your line is live.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking the time. My question is for Ruslan. Ruslan, I presume that you believe going into the fight you are better than Matthysse. How are you better than Matthysse?
Он считает, что ты считаешь, что ты лучше, чем Маттhysse, когда ты заходишь в этот бой. Кем ты лучше, чем он? Я никогда так не говорил, что я лучше, чем Маттhysse, и не думаю этого. Просто я уверен в себе и в своих силах, что я могу поверить, что не важно, кто передо мной будет стоять, что если ты выложился на подготовке, если ты веришь в себя, то ты можешь победить любого, я в этом верю. Я знаю, что нет никого, кого бы я не мог побить. И я сейчас, на данный момент, делаю все для того, чтобы выйти и доказать фаворита. Я никогда не говорил громких слов, как говорят сейчас. Его команда, Маттhysse говорит, что не умнее, что не лучше. Дай бог, если хорошая поговорка, не говори бог, пока не перепрыгнешь. Поэтому мы все увидим. Я желаю его команде, ему лично только здоровья, дай бог, чтобы он ушел 18 числа в полном здравии.
Well, first of all, I never said that I'm better than him or that I'm better than anybody else, because it's not for me to judge. All I can say is that I know that I can beat anybody, and it's all about my will. I know that if I give everything I have in the ring, give everything I have in training, I can beat anybody. It's all about my character and all I'm willing to give. I can't judge who's better or who's not better. And I know his team are saying a lot of things, and they're saying, we're going to knock them out, we're smarter, we're better boxers. I don't want to say any of that. I'm a lot more political than that. And, talk is cheap. There's a Russian saying that says, don't say I won until you win, basically. And I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna do my talking in the ring, and I think that I can be better than anybody if I deserve it and if I give it all in training.
Good stuff. I like that. The question is for Freddie. Freddie, I'm not asking for your game plan, but I am asking how you believe Ruslan is better than Matthysse on paper going into the fight.
I think, he's a little stronger. I think he's a little better puncher, but Matthysse is very strong also. I mean, this is like both guys are very dangerous. I told Ruslan, if you hurt this guy, don't just walk in because he has tremendous power. Don't let him get lucky. So, we have a pretty good game plan down. We know what to do when to do it, I think. And so far, we've had a great training camp.
All right, good stuff. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.